What if I told you that with just a few smart tweaks in how you book trips and spend your money, you could save thousands on travel? Stick with me, and I'm about to show you exactly how to make that happen. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It's your boy, StephenMotivate, and today we're going to talk about how to save money on travel. I've been traveling for over 10 years, been all across the globe, all across the country, both for work and personal. And in that time, I've learned exactly how you can save money while still having a great time traveling. I want to get into that with you today. One of the smartest moves for long-term travel is signing up for a credit card. These credit cards have excellent offers. And before you say, no, I don't want a credit card, if you responsibly use your card for everyday expenses, you can take those miles and points you earn to apply it to future travel. So that's every coffee, every grocery run, or gas fill up gets you one step closer to your next trip or vacation. So if you don't know which card is for you, here are a couple tips to get you thinking about what may work best. Myself, I use the Delta Platinum card, but there's some other cards that are really great out there. The Chase Sapphire Preferred card, there's a welcome offer to earn you 75,000 bonus points after you spend 5,000 in the first 3 months. And you can get 5 times points on travel purchased through Chase Travel, and 3 times points on dining, 2 times points on all travel purchases, and 1 time point on everything else. And so when you think about a point, you're basically getting money back for things you already spend money on. Uh, the second card I want to tell you about is the Capital One Venture Rewards credit card. I have this card myself, and the welcome offer with this is 75,000 miles after you spend 4,000 in purchases in the first 3 months. That's equal to $750 in travel. That's 5 times mile on hotels, vacation rentals, and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel, and 2 times miles on other purchases. The Capital One Venture Card is so great because you can use it for everyday purchases. And you might think, when am I going to spend $4,000? Well, you probably already spend that on your rent and things like that. And there are sites out there. Melio is one, melio.com, melio.com, where you can actually use a credit card to pay for everyday expenses. This then allows you to reach that bonus level quicker and earn those 75,000 miles for stuff you were already going to do anyway. Down below, I've linked other resources to help guide you in finding a card that best aligns with you so you can start planning your next trip today. Again, if you're like me, I love Delta. And so I really recommend the Delta Platinum card, the Delta Gold card, and if you're lucky, the Delta Reserve card, which allows for all types of upgrades and, of course, access to the Delta Sky Miles Club, which is great for a nice free meal before your flight. Another thing I want to tell you about is you need to be mindful of dates. Something most people don't realize is that even if they're a little bit flexible with their travel dates, even by just a couple of days, you can save hundreds of dollars. A small shift in your schedule can mean a big difference in your budget. And if you're actually on the airport and airline sites now, they'll even help show you exactly where you're going to get the most savings by adjusting those dates. So you might see when you're looking for your next trip to Turks and Caicos, which is where I'm going next week, you'll see if you leave on a Thursday, okay, it's a little bit cheaper. Or if I come back on a Tuesday versus a Monday, you might save $300 or $400. So being flexible in your dates is super duper important if you want to save money and travel around the world. Another thing to be mindful of is smaller airports. If you do a little digging, you'll find smaller independent airports that are just as reliable, but can be way cheaper to fly to and from. For example, instead of flying out of Charlotte Douglas International, you can fly out of Concord Charlotte Airport, where they offer an additional $40 off your flight. It's really something that should be considered, especially if your area has access to independent airports. And the best things about these airports is that they do travel to really key destinations. So a lot of times that family vacation to Florida, all of those type of things, you can save money if you just look a little bit outside of the normal big international airports and consider the independent ones. Another thing to consider is renting a car on Turo opposed to other car rental services. And things like Uber. You can skip the overpriced rental desk and endless Uber rides Turo lets you rent a car directly from locals that offer less money with way more options. Uh, I am a Turo host, so of course I am a proponent of this, and I love to see people use Turo as a way to get around town. I always tell people you can go and wait in line at the big rental car desk, but you're just going to be another, number in a basket. Who knows what car you'll get? Who knows if it'll actually fit your needs? Whereas with Turo, you can actually go on and select a specific car that works for you. You will know exactly what car you're getting. So it's a great chance to try out something new if you're looking to buy a new car. And it's so much better than Ubering everywhere. Because when you think about Uber, you might have to pay $15 to $30 just for one-way trip. But if you have utilized Turo, then you can enjoy a car for the entire day for right around the same price, $30 to $45. So it makes a lot of sense. One trip for $20 to $30, or enjoy a car all day for 30 to 40 bucks. So Turo makes a lot of sense in those cases, and it can help you save on travel. And actually, the more Turo trips you get, you will actually get rewards, benefits, and discounts that you can use for future travel. Folks don't normally consider as carry-ons. Most airlines charge extra for checked bags, which can add up very quickly, especially on round trips or multiple flights. By packing light and sticking to a carry-on, you avoid those fees entirely. Traveling with just a carry-on can save you more than just money. It also saves you time. You don't have to wait at the baggage claim. You don't have any risk of lost luggage, and you can move around more freely, get on and off the plane a lot more quickly. And another thing that's really cool, if you're traveling and you're using the points from your credit cards, there's actually options for you to get free baggage after you've gained so much loyalty. So if you are going on a 10-day trip, that's kind of my rule. If it's over 10 days, then maybe I don't pack just a carry-on. But if it's anything between, I don't know, 5 to 7 days, you can probably stuff it into a carry-on. But if it's longer than that, you may actually need to bring some luggage. And in those cases, that's where your credit card is going to come in handy. You're going to get free baggage the more you use that card for everyday expenses. Remember, traveling smarter means making your money work harder for you. So you don't have to sit at home. You can still have fun, and traveling can be very smooth sailing without the worry of overspending. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like, subscribe for more money-saving tips, and share your favorite travel hack in the comments. I'd love to hear what's worked for you and what could possibly work for me. I'd love to learn from you guys. And as always, it's your boy, StephenMotivate. Only thing I ask you to do is stay motivated. Safe travels out there. Peace.